Hiya, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rob. I do a lot of wild camping, a bit of hiking and some gear reviews, so if you're into that sort of thing, check out some of my other videos. But in this one today, we're here in a pretty awesome spot in the Lake District for a solo wild camp. This morning I went for a hike with my mates from work right up to the top, and I tell you what, it were a lot easier with my little day pack on instead of this beast. I've got my eye on a pretty awesome spot that I saw along the way, so that's where I'm heading now. I'm nearly there, and there's not much footage from the walk up here, so what I'll do, I'll show you some of the footage from the hike this morning because it's the same route that I'm doing. And yeah, I'll catch up with you when I've got the tent up. See you in a bit.
Yo, you want to see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh my god, that is fire!
I'ma stay running, this view is stunning. My blood is rushing, you got me blushing. I must keep trucking, won't catch me bugging. I'll be Omega, end of discussion.
Hula gang who? Cozy coupe, that's the ticket. Shoes, Reeboks and twos when I choose to kick it. Bench like a picket, I stay glued and the style stay wicked.
Swing through your hood, Spider-Man, additional D.
Right, I think it's time for a beer, don't you? I've earned it again. I usually do. Oh, it's so cold as well. And Copperberg have started doing mango. Strawberry and lime's usually my go-to one, but on a nice day like this, I fancied a bit of mango. Cheers everyone, thanks for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying this video. As I said before, if you're new, check out some of my other stuff, you might like it. Oh, that is good. That is nice. Should we get in the tent? What are you doing, crouched in front of it? What do you reckon of this spot then? It's up there, isn't it? Up there with the best. In fact, come on man, this is mint. Look at the size of the grin on my face. Oh. This is luxury in here. I've got so much room and I love having both sides open. Quite a few bugs about, but I've got my smidge on, so they seem to be staying off me. I've got all this bug mesh, so I'm safe in here. That is immense. That is so cool to be able to just look out there at that water. Don't know if you can hear or see them, but there is quite a few people about. When I first got to this spot, it were heaving. Loads of people, but it's died down a little bit. But there was a... Can you even see me properly? So when I saw this spot this morning, I was actually looking at a place at the other side of the tarn, and there's like a nice flat spot over there. And when I got here earlier, it was heaving, and there was a group of lads sat on the flat bit, and they looked to have like fairly big sized backpacks with them. And I thought, oh man, are they going to camp there? Anyway, I come round this side. Quite a lot of people disappeared, but there's still about 7 or 8 people at the other side. Some of them are like swimming and messing about in water, but there was a couple that were hanging about that flat spot for ages, and they had massive backpacks with them, like proper camping backpacks like that. So, but I think they've actually gone now. But oh yes, I mean, if people are at the other side of there, I'm not really bothered, to be honest. Like, this is mint. So calm and still, just out of the wind, protected from all sides. It's nice and warm, and it's dry and clear. It's been a brilliant day today. I've really enjoyed it. But who knows, like, if they do disappear in the next few hours, what time are we on? Oh, it's only 6:20. So there's plenty of time for these to like mess about before they have to get back to the car before it gets dark. So hopefully that's what they're all doing. I'll bring you in here in a minute so you can see what I can see, but that is nuts. I might even just sleep with doors like this. I feel nice and calm. I feel proper zen. I'm in a good mood. I had a good laugh with those lads from work, which it's nice to, you know, start getting on with people and stuff, because I'm like the new guy. They might be watching actually. Cheers lads, I had a really good day. And yeah, it's just been really nice weather. Everything's just gone smoothly. Like I say, me and the lads went down to Wambleside earlier and got an absolutely banging pie. I got steak and ale. Well, this is what I got, I'll show you. Because obviously I was sat there taking pictures of my food. And yeah, so just had a really good laugh this morning and a really good hike. And now I'm doing this, and I just feel so zen. Like, it's just amazing. It's quite hard to portray the feeling that you get when you're on a solo camp. It's just another level of solitude and peace. I do enjoy coming with my mates. Like, one of my mates in particular likes coming with me, Jamie, and it's ace. It's a good laugh and stuff, and it is chill. But coming on your own is just another level of solitude and just full-on peace, man. Like, when you're with people, you're sort of being sociable, aren't you? But when you're on your own, you can literally just think about you and just... I love being on my own. I feel really at peace. So people that watch all the time, bear with me. I'm going to go through my gear for the people that might not have seen it. The tent is the Nightcat version of the Lanshan 2. Let's face it, it's just the Lanshan 2, but Nightcat have stuck their branding on it. The stuff sack and everything says Free FUL Gear, which is who make the Lanshan 2. And I absolutely love this tent, man. It's amazing. There's so much room in there, and it's so light as well compared to the Hilleberg Solo, what I'm usually carting about. Anyway, backpack, Osprey Exos 48. I use that all the time. I've recently upgraded to last year's version of it, but I've been using the Exos 48, the black and orange version, for maybe 2-3 years. So it's a brilliant quality pack. That's my tea tonight, soba noodles. I've got a classic and a chili, but I'm going to mix them together. I've got my cook kit. That's the Soto Windmaster stove in there. Tiny, really lightweight. I won that in a competition on a Facebook group, wildcamping.life.uk. Toaks titanium 750ml pot. And there's a bottle of gas in there. So that's my cook kit. I've got 2 litres of water. Brought smidge with me, which I'm really happy I actually brought that today, because the midges are starting to come out now and it seems to be keeping them off me. This is one thing I always bring, a foil mat, really cheap on Amazon, but I use it on like every single camp, because you actually lose more of your heat into the ground than you do like say for example, you could get a really massive thick sleeping bag and still be cold if you haven't got insulation underneath you. Talking of insulation underneath you, that's my inflatable pad. It's the Big Agnes Rapide SL wide insulated pad. Really nice wide pad that. Feels really durable. I haven't had any punches or anything with it yet. The sleeping bag is the Sierra Designs Cloud 20 quilt sleeping bag quilt hybrid. There's absolutely no zips on this, you just sort of wrap it round yourself. At the foot end there's a little flap there where you can actually fold it back and put your feet out at the bottom if you want. It's great for getting in and out of, is that you don't sort of struggle, even if you're in like a tight space, like a really small tent. You can just open it right down to there and get in it. And I also find with a mummy style sleeping bag, in the morning, if you sit up and you're sort of admiring the view, you can't really cross your legs in a mummy style sleeping bag because it's too narrow. But with this you can. Pillows. I've got the Cedar Summit Aeros down pillow, which was ridiculously expensive. It was like 60 quid for an inflatable pillow, which is just nuts. This one is an Amazon Basics memory foam pillow, and that is absolute luxury. If you put it in a dry bag, you can compress it down really small, but it is so comfortable that like I can't stress enough how brilliant that is. So yeah, 2 pillows today. Got bloody scatter cushions with me. Then what else have we got? I've got my little Highlander chair here. That's all it is, it just goes on the ground and you just lean against it. So that'll come in handy later on. All my drone stuff, if you're interested, it's the DJI Mini 2. All my change of clothes are in there. I've got some leggings, a clean pair of socks and insulated jacket. Got my first aid kit, all sorts of bandages and tick removers and a lighter, stuff like that in there. That one at the back's my electricals. Got a power bank and a lead. Spare trousers if it gets a bit nippy. As always, I've brought my trusty O-bulbs with me. These are like lanterns. This one's signed by Ray Mears, which I'll never ever stop going on about. But they're ace, I bring them on like every camp. Yeah, just look how much room's in here. It's awesome. Absolutely love this tent. I can literally lie here and look at that. And there's no rush to get off in the morning, so I'm just going to really chill out and take it all in. This is my new microphone. Comes with this nice little case. I'll do a separate video on this because it's a brilliant bit of kit, is this. So convenient and easy to use and well thought out. Like I even like the little magnet, because like you just put a little magnet up the inside of your shirt and you can stick it wherever you want, because the clips tend to always like pop off, so that's really cool to have. So yeah, I'll probably do a little review on that if anyone's interested, any like budding YouTubers out there or whatever. Good bit of kit. And then this, which I have been carting about on every camp I've been on for the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 camps. So it's had like a tour of the whole of the Lake District as this cigar, and I've never had a chance to smoke it, whether it be raining or cold or I just couldn't be bothered or whatever. And it's actually from St Martin's. My auntie and uncle brought me it back, so I'll be blazing that up later for sure. Set my little chair up somewhere down there, blaze this up, can't wait. So I'll catch up with you in a bit, guys. I'm just going to chill for a bit. Right, let's grab another beer and go check this sunset out. It's looking a bit special over there. I think they'll be cold enough now. The reason I put the fork in is because when I was at Loch Ness, I put my Copperbergs in the lock and I like sort of messed about doing what I do and went back to them and they'd like floated out into the lock, so I had to go wading into the lock to get them back, so that's why I stick that in there. We've got some company. Five people have just turned up, and I've noticed that just over there's a tent as well, so I'm not bothered. I'm in such a good mood today that I'll share. Go say hello to our neighbours. So quiet. That's me over there. Next door neighbours. Next door but one. That is a right spot up there, whoever you are. Right, I've got my chair set up. I've got my beer ready to go. I've got hand warmers in my pockets, keeping my hands nice and warm. And I've got this. It's been a long time coming as this. As I say, I've been carting this about on every camp for months and months. Ooh, it smells like a good one. I'm looking forward to this. The perfect end to a perfect day. Is it getting any better than this? Right guys, I'm going to stick some chilled out music on and just sit here for the rest of the evening. So yeah, there's not much else to say, but I'll see you in the morning. Thanks for making it this far. I hope you subscribed. Do you like that? Me pretending to be asleep. Alright guys, the trail's really busy today, so I'm going to sign off now. I hope you've enjoyed this. Consider subscribing, and see you at the next one. Things I do for you guys. Right in front of them lot as well. What's he doing? Must be one of them wannabe YouTubers.